like to recommend that of taking a mental scan of your body. Noticing how your body feels. Coming to the mat each time is different. The body responds differently all the way from how we slept the evening before to what we ate. Stress or anxiety. So for the next 60 minutes, allowing yourself to feel your body, feel the movement, but also remembering this is a moving meditation. Just allowing the body to flow and be free. Start to acquaint yourself a little bit more with your Ujjayi breath as you're breathing in through the nose now and out through the nose. All right, blink your eyes open. Settle your chin in towards your chest and get a long neck here. And then begin to just gently rock your head from side to side. Rock your head to the right and back to center to the left. And right back to center. Little rock. Right back to center. Picking your head up and dropping your head on over to the right. That right hand up, place it on top, that opposite shoulder, and we're going to let that hand weigh really heavy. I want you to feel a nice long stretch through the neck here. And a slow release of the hands, and bring your head back to center, and then just turn your head so that you go cheek to cheek. Right back to center, and drop your ear to your shoulder, taking it to the opposite side. Now picking up that left hand, piece in top of that right shoulder. And notice the difference here. So as the hand weighs heavy, feel the weight of your hand. Good. And slowly release and bring that head right back to center and return. So our head, we just go cheek to cheek. And right back to center. Palms rest down. Heads of the shoulders draw back. Dip your left shoulder down. So I really want you to feel this into the lower back. I'm not applying too much pressure, but we are allowing this knee to settle down. Slowly coming on up. Take it on over to the other side. So now finding light. Oh, you may notice which side is a little tighter. So for me to be this side, it's a little bit tighter on this side. When you find out what that is and where that is, you want to make sure that you're being completely aware of how to treat that side of the body. And then dip down the chest. Nice big circles here. And reverse. All right, send the arms away from the body. Inhale to lift up. Take a hold of the thumbs. So you're going to hook your thumbs at the top. Reach the fingertips up. Inhale. Settle the shoulders. Let's hollow out the underarms. The knees are still settling down. Chin in towards your chest. Reach the palms forward. Inhale to lift up. Exhale, just a slight tilt to your left. Inhale to center. I'm going to have you hook opposite thumbs now, so it will feel a little bit awkward. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, gently folding forward, chin into the chest. Inhale to lift up. Exhale, tilt to the opposite direction. And right back to center. Separating those thumbs, reaching through the fingertips, take the gaze up. Turn the pinkies in slightly so that your biceps are just drawing in towards your ears. Relax and settle the shoulders as you hollow out your underarms. Exhale, bring your hands to rest in prayer at your heart. Then stacking your hands on top of your heart, one on top of the other, chin in towards your chest. Take the head up. Again, send the arms away from you, opening up the chest. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, let's take a little twist over to the right. So now you can go as deep into this as you like. So I'm bringing the opposite hand back and around. Some of you may be able to hook those fingertips around and lengthen out. Turning back. So twists are helpful in detoxifying, bringing out the internal organs, and good for waking up our spine. And then slowly open up. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, let's twist to the other side. Looking back and over your shoulder. Again, you have that option to reach the fingertips back and around. Twist. So never going beyond your limits. And then slowly unwind. Let's open the arms out to the side. Close the eyes, tilt the head back, open the chest. Inhale, send the arms up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Reach the arms out in front of you. Let's let our palms face up. Inhale to send the arms up. Exhale, reach the hands down. We're going to flex those palms as though you set them up against maybe a window. Head to the shoulders, draw them back in. Take one of the hands to the other. Peel your fingertips back. And then on over to the other side as we peel those opposite fingertips back. Good, and then reaching your fingertips out in front of you. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, hands to your heart. A slow release of your hands to your knees and draw your knees in. I'm going to wrap my arms around. Give myself a hug for showing up to the mat today. That's what you should do too, a nice hug to self for showing up. And then slowly picking the head up, unwind, and crisscross opposite ankle, and wrap the arms down. Slowly unwind. We're going to come to an awkward seated position. Inhale, send your arms up. Bring your fingertips in line with your hip on over to this right side and reach over. Gently drawing the rib cage in the opposite direction of where the fingertips are lengthening, the head comes back. Slowly coming on up. And let's float to the other side. So we send the fingertips in line with our left hip. We draw our rib cage away, fingertips lengthen. And slowly come up. Wrap the fingertips around and walk the fingertips forward. And just bow forward, nice and slow, lengthening the arms out in front. Slowly dragging the heels of your hands on the back. Big circles here into the upper body. And right to center. We'll go seated cat-cow. So just showing you a side angle here. We're going to round into the spine. And slowly pick the chest up. And 2 more. Last one. And right to center. The knees draw in, the legs swing around. And we'll make our way into top of a table. So I have my shoulders over my elbows, over my wrists, and I spread my fingers really wide and I've got my hips directly over my knees. I'm going to just sway a little bit side to side. I have a little bit of a micro bend into my elbows so that I'm not locking my joints. I'm not hyperextending. So especially if you're hypermobile, like knees and hips, you have a tendency to overdo it. So we just want to rock those hips a little side to side. As you rest here back into a neutral position, send the arms out in front of you a little bit further. We're going to send the hips up and back and drop the chest down. So I'm going to hover my forearms over the top of my neck because I'm going to stay really active here. And I'm going to slowly come back up. Maybe even curl my toes under, shift my weight forward, holding on to my core. Starting to activate my core a little bit more, my chest, my shoulders. A little bit more leaning forward than usual, but I've got a good grip into my core. And I'm going to send my hips back into my heels and really settle back and into the opening across the lower back. Slowly dragging the heels of your hands back towards the knees. Sit into the heels, let your hands rest on top of your thighs. Inhale to send the arms up. Exhale to drop the right fingertips to the side and reach over. And then slowly coming on up, take it to the other side. Doing a great job. Just moving slowly, nothing quick to pace. And then slowly bring the hands back out and make your way into top of a table. One cat-cow stretch here. Firm down through the left palm, open the right arm out to the side. Weave the arm through, softening the shoulder down. So here we go into a twist again. You can use your fingertips just towards the crown of the head. We'll bring the arm back and around to the lower back, or to catch the inner thigh. Go with a slow unwind, pressing yourself on up, floating all the way through. Exhale to settle the hand down. Let's take it to the other side as we send that opposite arm up, that left arm, and weave on through. Fingertips can be up towards the crown of the head, to the lower back, or to catch the inner thigh. Going with a slow unwind, pressing yourself back up, both a good follow through. Exhale, bringing the hand on down. Send the right leg back. We're going to keep our right toes down. Just going to stretch through the calf. Start to engage the core a little bit more. We've got our right hip bone, so that we're anchoring down towards the mat. And then send your left arm out in front of you, but your right toes are still down. And send the hand down, relax the knee, other side. Send that leg back, get a stretch through the calf. And reach the right arm forward. So working really effectively here. I want you to engage the muscles. So really start to feel the muscles as they wrap around your bones. Exhale, bring the hand down, bring the knee down. Forearms, bring them down to the mat. An interlace of the fingers, nothing with a tight grip. And drop the chest low, send the hips up high. And slowly coming on up, make your way into a plank pose. As you're here, you're sending the heels back. I want you to really engage the quadriceps. Nice, strong core. Keep the shoulder muscles, those deltoids, nice and strong. Pausing here, but not pausing into the breath. So we want to make sure we're breathing in. Exhale the knees down, a modified chaturanga. As you lengthen the heart forward, you settle the chest down. We draw the legs together with big tail behind us, elbows in, hugging the midline. And then slowly press yourself up. Use your core, don't collapse into the back. Make your way to plank pose again. Pause and hold here. Little mountain climbers as we bend one knee at a time. So remember, we're building some strength here. Cover the knees, bend the knees. Good. Now press your hips up and back to find downward facing dog. And we'll paddle out the feet here. Bending one knee at a time. Just walking it out. Notice how this feels. Your head is heavy. Feel free to just say yes and no and maybe so, giving some gentle neck rolls. Take a bend into the knees and shift forward. Hover those knees. Then send the legs straight into plank. You can modify and drop the knees down or slowly lower down all the way to chaturanga. Send the legs back. Nice strong legs behind you. Lengthen the heart forward. Curl those toes under. Press right back into plank and downward facing. Walk it out. Look up in between your hands and bring both feet up. Some of you may choose to hop up. I like to just step up. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale to fold. Let our head hang really heavy here. So I've got the crown of my head anchoring down. I have a little bend into my knees. My head is heavy. Some of you may be able to set your hands down, and if not, you can rest your hands just below the knees. Make some space into the lower back as you draw your navel in towards your spine. And then very slowly and gradually, bring yourself all the way to standing. Opening the chest. Opening the arms. And bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, send your arms up. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale to look up halfway. Exhale, take both feet back. Here we go through our vinyasa. Go chaturanga. Through to cobra. Maybe you're going into a full up dog. Press back. Into downward facing dog. And just pedal it out. Look up in between your hands and bring both feet up. Inhale to look up halfway. Hands below the knees or fingertips onto the mat. Exhale to fold, firm down. Rise all the way to standing. Big lift. Exhale, hands to your heart. Let's take that again. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, folding forward. Gaze up halfway. Take both feet back. Chaturanga. Through to cobra or a full up dog. Good, downward. Facing dog. Stepping or lightly hopping to the top of your mat. Looking up halfway. Exhale, folding forward. And firming down, rise all the way to standing. Exhale, hands slip to the lower back. Lift the chest. And arms right down at your side. All right, so moving on. Right, inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, let's settle down into a chair. Optional to come onto your toes as you lift the heels up. Send the heels back down, hands to your heart. Knees stay together, and let's twist. Okay, so we're doing both sides. Doesn't matter which side you do. Then come right back to center. Let's twist on over to the other side. Coming right back to center. Hovering the chest over the top of the thighs. And then exhale, send the hands down. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, take both feet back. So chaturanga, good job. Nice and strong. Float it through. Press back into downward facing dog and walk it out. All right, let's send our left leg back and behind us. You can open it up big. Step the foot in between the hands. Always optional to settle the back knee down. Come into full crescent pose here. Lifting up. Exhale, hands to your heart. And then let's twist over the knee. Good, come right back to center. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, hands come down. Left leg back. Chaturanga. Great job. Through to cobra. Or up dog. Press back. Into downward facing dog. Bring your right leg behind you, nice and big. Step the foot in between the hands. And go with a full lift up. Hands to your heart. And let's twist over the knee. Good, right back to center. Send the arms back up. Great balance. And hands come down. The leg comes back. Move through your vinyasa. And downward facing dog. Great job, everybody. Head is heavy. Move it about. Feet come wide. Hands slip back about 2 or 3 inches, shortening up your down dog. Right hand to the left calf, ankle, or heel, and twist it out. And slowly release. Switch sides. And release. Walk the hands back out. Make your way to plank. Pick just the left foot up, so just building a little bit of strength here. Good job. Bring this left knee to the left elbow, squeeze it in, take it back. Here's 2, we're only doing 3. And 3. Good. Settle the toes down, little break in between as we downward facing dog. Maybe an exhale, out through the mouth. Shift forward, right foot lifts. Right knee to right elbow, squeeze in, take it back. So work your obliques here. Here's 2. Last one. Settle the toes down. Downward facing dog. Great job. Toe heel the feet back in so that they're hip distance apart. Meet both feet at the top of your mat. Look up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. And slowly roll on up. And bring your hands to the lower back. And exhale, hands to your heart. All right. Hopefully everyone's doing great. All right, we're gonna move on. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, get down into a chair. Folding forward. Inhale, look up. Step, some of you may choose to hop back. Go right into Chaturanga. Through to a cobra or full up dog. Downward facing dog. Walking it out. Go with your right leg behind you. Take a bend into the knee and fan it open if you care to. And then draw the foot all the way through in between the hands. Back foot will swivel down and we'll windmill the arms open to find warrior two. Inhaling and exhaling. I like to check in sometimes, make sure that my arms are even. Settling down. And then windmill the arms all the way down, back toes curl under. I take my right leg back. Maybe I'm going to leave it lifted for my chaturanga. Downward, facing down. Sending out the left leg behind you. Bend into the knee. Bring the foot all the way through. You're going to get a nice rear view here as I open my arms out to the side, coming into warrior two. Checking in with my arms. Bringing the back around to the front. Sinking in. And then exhale, coming down. Back toes curl under. Left leg back. If you want to drop to your knees to modify, you can do that too. Lower down. Cobra. Good. Let's press into a brief child's pose as you send the hips back into the heels, lowering the chest down. All right, resting there. Slowly coming up on top of a table. Go with some cat-cow stretches here. One more. Plank pose. Downward facing dog. Doing a great job this morning. All right, step or lightly hop to the top of your mat. Let's look up halfway. Exhale to fold forward. Worming down, rise all the way to standing. Good, hands to your heart and arms down at your side. All right, so we'll go ahead and to move on now. Inhale to reach up. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale to look up halfway. Exhale, both feet back. Take your chaturanga. Come through to cobra or up dog. Press back, downward facing. Now left leg behind you. Step the foot in between the hands. We've already been here. We're going to lift up, full crescent pose. Just moving with a little more fluidity. Hands to the heart. Twist over the knee. Come right back to center. Swoop the arms up. Exhale, the hands come down. That leg comes back. Chaturanga. Float through to cobra or up dog. Press back. Downward facing dog. Right leg behind you. Step it through. A full lift up to crescent. Hands to the heart. Twist over the knee. Right back to center. A slow unwind as you lift up. Exhale, the hands come down. The leg comes back. Chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Press back. Into downward facing dog. Good. Step or lightly hop to the top of your mat. Look up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. And come all the way to standing as you lift up. Exhale. Hands to your heart. And then arms down at your side. All right, so good job. We're going to come to the center of our mat. And then we're going to bring the feet out wide. I'm going to have you just make some circles, your end to the hips. And reverse. And come to center. All right, we're going to slide our right fingertips down. We're going to bring left arm out and over our ear. Slowly coming up. Let's take it to the other side. And then right back to center, send the arms away. Little upper body movement as we lengthen over. So I really want you to use your obliques here. And then shift to the other side. So somebody's pulling you. And then just shift from side to side using abdominal strength. Good. Let's come right back to center. And bring your hands to your heart. Let's turn the feet out. We'll bend down into the knees. Send our hands to the top of our thighs. And we'll rock a little side to side here. All right, let's dip our left shoulder down. So you should feel this into the inner thigh, getting a nice stretch. Coming back to center. And then let's dip to the opposite side. Good, and right back to center. Firm down, come all the way back up. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, hands to your heart. We're going to make our way into Virabhadrasana 2 as you swivel the toes out. So either side, whichever is going to work for you. Right? Reach the arms out to the side. Finding full warrior 2. Exhale, bring the elbow to the top of the thigh. Send the opposite arm out and over your ear. Now we're not going to lean into this leg. But we're going to slowly come on up to find warrior 2. Hands come to your heart, toes swivel around. We're going to send the hips back, drop on down, and release the hands down and drop the head. Inhale, look up. Exhale to fold forward. Send the left fingertips down. Right arm reaches up. Keeping the hips even. Then exhale, softening the hand down, tip just below the tip of your nose. And then opposite arm comes up. Good. Exhale to release down. Inhale to look up. Hands onto the hips. And slowly come on up. All right, warrior 2. Opposite side. Arms open out to the side. Back foot swivels slightly. We've got a front heel, back arch alignment. We're lengthening the fingertips away. Now send the elbow down and reach your arm out and over your ear. Remember, not leaning into this leg. then slowly come back up. Back to warrior two. Hands to your heart. Swivel the toes around. Exhale to fold all the way forward again. Drop the hands, let the head hang heavy. Inhale, look up. This time we're going to take our left hand to our right shin. We're going to just twist it out. We can bring that arm up, maybe even set at the lower back. Maybe touch the inner thigh. If you took the bind, slowly unwind it. Hands come right back to center. Inhale, look up. Exhale to fold, and then we're taking that opposite side, right hand on over to the shin or calf, reach up, hips stay even. Maybe the hand comes back and behind or catches the inner thigh. And then slowly unwind that bind. And then exhale, that hand comes down. Looking up. We're going to take a bend into the right knee, onto the heel. Come right back to center. We'll take it to the other side. And right back to center. One more time on each side. You're doing a great job. And other side. Good. And right back to center. And then slowly roll yourself. And up. And good job. And then let's just move the feet on end. Rock the hips a little side to side. All right, so we are going to make our way into that goddess pose where we use a lot of the strength that we've been building. We use the quadriceps, inner thighs. Settle down. Arms come into cactus, this full goddess pose. Good. Exhale. Slowly come on up. Engage the quadriceps. We want to squeeze the booty. Good. Maybe you're going to bring the feet a little bit closer together. Maybe you need to make an adjustment. We're here. Hands to your heart. You can stay here, or you're going to pop the left heel up and lower it down. Here's 2, 3, 4, last one. Good. Heel down, press up, little break, maybe some movement into the hips. Right back down into that goddess position with the legs. We're gonna pop the heel, the opposite heel, pop it up. Here's 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job. Pressing up. Good. Arms open up. Exhale. Hands back to the heart and toe heel the feet together. So good job, everyone. All right. So let's go ahead and move on to some balancing. We're going to firm down through the left foot. I'm going to pick my right foot up. I'm either going to kickstand, place my foot onto my calf, or maybe onto my inner thigh. I'm going to be mindful, though, if I put my foot into my inner thigh, that I'm not going to pop my hip out to the side. I'm going to keep everything into the midline. Or maybe you're here. And perhaps you need to hold on to something. So whatever feels best to you. Hands can settle at your heart. Inhale and exhale. Feel free to smile while you're there. And then open the arms into cactus. Great job. Hands back to the heart. Knee forward, foot down. Walk it out. All right, let's take it to the other side. Firming down, right foot. Try to duplicate what you did on that opposite side. But I know sometimes each side works a little bit differently. So if for some reason you've got to do a modification on one side or the other, no big deal. All right? The important part is that you're here and that you're doing it. Hands to your heart. Arms come into cactus. Inhale and exhale. Great job. And hands back to the heart, that knee forward and foot down. Good job. All right, let's go wide with the feet. Again, you may or may not need a prop for where we're going, but if not, then you'll just sink on down. Knees will come out. We're gonna come all the way down to Malasana. All right, so let the elbows rest on the inside of the knees. We're not here for long. Good. Exhale, release the hands, and then go ahead and pick the hips up and fold forward. Good. Toe heel your feet together. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale to fold. Step both feet back, come to plank. All right, you have the option here to drop to your knees, or you can stay in full plank. We are going to do what's called shoulder taps, just to help build the core and upper body. So a shoulder tap is going to be where you bring your right hand up, tap the left shoulder, and release. So we want to keep our hips really even. Left hand to right shoulder. You're going to take that 5 times on each side, or you're dropping to your knees and doing shoulder tap, okay? So here we go. Here's shoulder tap for 1. There's 2. Here's 3. We've got 2 more on each side. Last one. Good, pause here. Chaturanga. Feet back. Cobra. Good, exhale. Feet and hands will lift and float off of the mat. Lift up. Exhale. Float up. Release. Lift up. Release. Last time. And release. Bring your hands in front. Let's bring our feet wide. Take a bend into the knees and make big circles with the feet. And reverse. Head send the legs back. Bend into that left knee. Reach back with the left hand. Let's stretch out the quadricep. This is going to help us stretch out the shoulder. If you can't grab the foot, that's okay. And then release. Let's switch sides. Bend into the right knee. Reach back and around. Good, and slowly release. Hands come right alongside the breast line. Slowly come on up. A supported child's pose as you nestle your hips back into your heels. It means that we let our chest rest over the top of our thighs. Our arms come alongside. And we're here. Let's bring our forehead in towards our knees. Just a little light tap of our crown of our head onto our mat. Hands hold on to the heels. We bring our navel in towards our spine. And I just kind of let my head hover here. I'm going to pick my hips up, coming into this rabbit pose. And slowly release down. Release my heels, let my shoulders round forward. And slowly bring my hands alongside my knees. Gently roll up. Let my hips fall to one side. I'm bringing my feet around to the front. And so as my feet meet, I walk my hips back and I fold forward. And slowly coming on up. Bring your feet out to the side. Inhale. Exhale. Walk the hands forward. Slowly coming back. Fingertips on the inside of either leg or your shoulder. Slowly coming up. Take it to the other side. And reach. And slowly come on. And then shake the legs in. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward. Looking the toes. And then slowly coming on up. Take a bend into the knees. Very slowly. Let your core, the strength, guide you down. And bring your arms down at your side. I'm going to draw my heels back a little bit closer towards my sits bones. Arms are down at my side. Slowly press the hips up, come into bridge pose, and let's go ahead and release the fingers, if that's a part of your practice, with those shoulders underneath you. Optional, maybe firming down through the right foot, send the left leg up. Exhale, bring that foot down, other side. Exhale, release the foot down. Good press up of the hips. Exhale, slow release of the hands. Lower the hips down. Good, hug your knees and towards your chest. Give yourself a hug. Feet settle down. They come as wide as your mat. Arms come into a cactus position. Drop the knees to the left and take your gaze to the right. Right back to center. Take those knees to the right. Look to the left. And then slowly come back to center. Send the right leg out. Bring your left knee in to the outside of your rib cage. Squeeze that knee in. Release that left leg down and then hug your right knee into the outside of the bench. And release that leg on down. Bring your arms up and over your head. Reach the fingertips back. Point the toes. And exhale. Bring your feet as wide as your mat. Now I like to conclude with a little bit of essential oil that I have for myself. Place a dab of lavender oil today. Bring it into the palms of my hands. Bring my hands up around my face. Take it in. Exhale. And just bring your arms into cactus or at your side. A nice big exhale as you conclude here and you rest here peacefully in Shavasana. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes, rocking your head from side to side. Hug your knees in towards your chest, give yourself a big hug. Send either arm up and over here, roll to your favorite side. Slowly push yourself to seated. Bring your hands to rest and pray out your heart, chin in towards your chest.